Welcome to another evening of beautiful Christmas music. Tonight we will hear the melodious sounds of Barny and Carter Robertson. Their vocals and piano will make you smile as they share the gift of music for the season. Please be sure to look at the information below on your Facebook or your YouTube site, or go online at scarrittbennett.org to find out more about Barny and Carter. You're going to enjoy this. Barny and Carter.
Good evening. I'm Barny. This is Carter. Sometimes people come up to me and say, "Hey, Carter," and then they look at her and go, "Something's not right there." But anyway, I'm Barny. She's Carter. And thank you for joining us this evening. Carter and I have been doing music together for many, many years, since we were just wee ones. And one of our favorite things in any given year is the Christmas season. We get to do Christmas carols and play and sing some new songs, because there are still Christmas songs being written that are new and that are really good, as well as some of the old popular classic songs. One of those is what we're going to do tonight. It's an old holiday song, sort of put us in a Christmas state of mind, and it's about snow. Now, we don't get too much of that here in Nashville. Some of us wish for a little more, some not so much. But wherever you are, you might have snow on the ground outside right now, or it might be a great memory of yours, having snow in the Christmas season. So this is Let It Snow, Let It Snow.
Frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, so I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is so inviting, and my dear, we're still goodbye. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is so inviting, and my dear, we're still goodbye. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Bells will be ringing, the sad, sad news. Oh, what a Christmas to sing the blues. My baby's gone, and I have no friends to wish me greetings once again. Choirs will be singing Silent Night, oh, Christmas carols by candlelight. Please come home for Christmas, please come home for Christmas. And if not for Christmas, darling, on New Year's night. Friends and relations sing salutations the time of year to be with the one you love. So won't you tell me you'll never more roam? Christmas and New Year gonna find you home. Please come home for Christmas. Oh, come home for Christmas, baby. And if not for Christmas, oh, New Year's night. Friends and relations sing salutations. Sure as the stars shine above. Oh, this is Christmas, baby. Oh, it's Christmas. It's time to be with the ones you love. So won't you tell me you'll never more roam? Oh, won't you tell me you're gonna be right here at home? There'll be no more sorrow, no grief or pain. No. Oh, I'll be happy, baby. Ooh, happy again. And I'll be so happy, happy, happy once again. Woo! Just a little blues, right? You know, I grew up in a house where stories and music were gifted to us on a daily basis. But there was sort of an opposing dynamic there that made life just a little bit interesting. There was my mother and her very strong love for Jesus. And then there was my dad, who occasionally liked to be a little rough and walk on the wild side. But the one common denominator that we all had was music. And people would just drop over, you know. They'd stop by our house maybe after Sunday night if it wasn't a revival. And even if there was a revival, they'd stop by and they'd bring their harmonica or their guitar, and my sister Sharon would play the piano, or the old wheezy accordion with the clicky-clacky keys that we would all sing along with. It was just great fun. It was just so natural, and it was something that Barney and I chose to continue in our own family. We have 3 daughters, and they have been music artists. They were with Toby Keith for many years, and they're going to be a part of this wonderful series, this music series. So it's been wonderful to be able to pass that heritage on. I was thinking about Christmas because my mother and my father were very hardworking people trying to provide for their 4 growing children. Sometimes they had a difficult time just meeting basics, right? Much less any kind of extra. So you can imagine the challenge of Christmas. And I was thinking about now, right? This is something that we all face on some level. But there was this one Christmas that meant so much to me, and it was unusual. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do something just a little bit different, okay? Gotta put my glasses on. And I'm gonna read an excerpt from my book, Playing on the Tracks. And it's written in the voice of a young girl, me, during that Christmas time. This is called Mail Order Christmas. I don't think we're getting any presents this year. Dan and I have been watching out the front window for a couple weeks now, and still no delivery truck. Mom and Daddy told all us kids to look through the Spiegel catalog and circle the toys we want for Christmas. They're not going to get us everything we circled. It's just to help them decide on a couple for each of us. They said they sent the order in a long time ago, and the present should arrive any day. But still nothing. Now it's Christmas Eve. Now, I don't think Mom and Daddy had the heart to tell us they didn't have money for presents this year. Dana and I were kind of sad at first, but we're okay now. Daddy brought home the biggest Christmas tree I've ever seen. Had to cut the top off of it just to get it through the door. We made a popcorn string and wrapped it around the tree. Had to make a few batches, though, because we kept eating it. All us kids decided that since there aren't any presents, we're going to tiptoe into each other's rooms and find stuff to wrap up and put under the tree. Can't wait for Sharon to open her bottle of Jean Naté Dana and I swiped off her dresser. We're wrapping it real pretty, even hiding the tape on the back side of the paper. Dana's better at that kind of stuff than I am. You know what? I think this just might be my favorite Christmas so far. Gotta go. We have to try to sneak into Norman's bedroom, and that's not going to be easy. He's guarding it like a hawk. Is that hot chocolate I smell? Merry Christmas to us. And I was thinking about that, you know. We're talking about, you hear the news about the supply chain, or, you know, I want to get this present, and I just have to have this for this person. And there are a lot of people out there that don't even have money to make their rent or utilities, much less a gift. But I'd like to ask you something. What'd you get for Christmas 3 years ago? Do you remember? How about 1 year? You might remember, but I would guess that most of us don't. But the one thing we do remember is time we spend with the people that we love. And isn't that what this is all about? We were given the greatest gift through Jesus. And now we can give ourselves away as love, right? So this song is a familiar one for you. And it's just our Christmas card to y'all. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together, if the Lord allows. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Hang a have a merry, merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Come thou long expected Jesus, born to set thy people free from our fears and send release us. Let us find our rest in thee. Israel's strength, consolation, joy of every longing heart. Born thy people to deliver, born a child and yet a king, born to reign in us forever. Now thy gracious kingdom bring, by thine own eternal spirit, ruling all our hearts alone, by thine all sufficient merit, raise us to thy glorious throne. Come thou long expected Jesus, born to set thy people free from our fears and sin. Release us, let us find our rest in thee. Israel's strength and consolation, hope of all the earth thou art, dear desire of heavenly nation, joy of every longing heart, dear desire of every nation, joy of every longing heart. Well, first off, I have to say that piano solo does it to me every time. That is just so beautiful, Barn. Thank you for sharing that. This has been such a great time for us, and we want to thank you for tuning in. And we just really encourage you to check out all the other wonderful concerts that are going to be during this particular series. You know, being here in this amazing chapel is very humbling. And it makes me think about how the angels probably peered over heaven to look down at the Christ child in such humble setting as the stable. I want my heart this year to be one that values you, us, people, our culture. And I want that love to make a difference. And I know that it will, because that love is what has made a difference. There's a song we're going to sing for you. This is going to be our last one for tonight. It's a newer one that was written by Chris Tomlin, Ed Cash, and Matt Redman. And I think it says it all. I can't think of a better song to sum up our great time with y'all tonight. Noel. Love incarnate, love divine, star and angels gave a sign. Bow to babe on bended knee, Savior of humanity. Unto us a child is born, he shall reign forevermore. Noel, Noel, come and see what God has done. Noel, Noel, the story of amazing love, the light of the world given for us. God and Son of Man, there before the world began, born to suffer, born to save, born to raise us from the grave. Christ the everlasting Lord, oh, he shall reign forevermore. Noel, Noel, come and see what God has done. Noel, Noel, the story of amazing love, the light of the world given for us. Noel. Come and see what God has done. Noel, Noel, the story of amazing love, the light of the world given for us. Noel. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord.
Merry Christmas.